Okay, to make your own DIY paint palette, all you need is a clipboard. I use a plastic clipboard just because I have used the wooden ones, and because you get the paper towels wet, the wood will start to warp a little bit, and so probably after like a month or two of use, you'll notice that your clipboard will be warped. After using this plastic one now for like a long time, it hasn't warped at all, so far so good. But clipboard, paper towels, and wax paper is all you need. What you're going to do is you're going to take 2 sheets of your paper towel, fold it in half, and then we're going to do that again because we're going to need 2 to fill our clipboard. And the reason I use 2 is just because when I get it wet under the water, they just kind of will hold a little bit more moisture versus just using 1. So I'm gonna go rinse them, well, run them under the water into the sink and then come back and put them on top of my palette. Okay, so I've gotten my paper towels wet and I can come over here and get my first sheet of wax paper, kind of measure it about the width of your clipboard, tear that off, and then kind of slide that under there. So I put 1 sheet of wax paper down and then the set of paper towels just to kind of protect your clipboard from these wet paper towels. And then the paper towels will overlap just slightly on here. And then I can do my final sheet of wax paper. And then I can clip that under there as well. Okay, so my paint palette is ready to go. I can start putting down my paints on top. And the nice part about having this paper towel underneath and having it be wet and moist is it will, once I grab my paintbrush and I start mixing in this paint and stuff like that, and I start getting these spots, and I'll probably add more paint on here as well, but this will keep it moist a lot longer having those paper towels underneath, because the problem with acrylics is they do dry so fast, and so having something wet and moist underneath will help them keep them a little bit wet faster versus drying so fast. Okay, and the other best part about this DIY paint palette is once you're done and you filled up this whole wax paper with your paint and you're done painting for the day, all you have to do is take off this sheet, crumple it up, and throw it in the trash. You don't have to worry about scraping paint and spending time doing that. So that's also a nice, easy way of cleanup. I usually end up saving the paper towels as well. You'll notice the paint will bleed through a little bit onto your paper towels, but I'll just save them because they'll end up just drying back out. And then if you get like kind of the nicer, more heavier brand of paper towels, they're fine to just re-wet and use them for a few times. So I'll usually end up using these same paper towels for like a week or 2 before I end up getting more paper towels. So there you go, DIY paint palette.